Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to this video. So in today's video I have got the long awaited Blu-ray update for my channel. It's been a couple months since I last did an update. I think it was maybe September that I did my last one. It might have been the start of October, but it's been a long time and I have bought a shit ton of stuff. This is everything I've bought between pretty much up near enough October all the way up till now, basically. So this will also have my Black Friday haul. It will also have my Boxing Day stuff. It's not really in order of when I got them or for what price. It's mostly in order of I've got box sets, Steelbooks, Blu-rays, and then two big stacks of 4Ks. So they're all kind of just mashed in, but I'll try my best to tell you what the price was at what I got them for and kind of when I got them. So yeah, get some popcorn, get a drink, because this probably will be a long video, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it, considering I've not done one of these in a while. So let's get on with it. Alright guys, so we'll start off with the box sets that I got. So let's just get started. So the first one I got here, this is from Boxing Day. I picked up the Passengers box set from HMV. Now before we start, I am a member of HMV, so I get 30% off all 4Ks and Blu-rays. So if it says $6.99, I didn't pay that, I paid less than that. So I think I got this for like £4 or £5. So what an amazing deal, considering it was $34.99 on a normal day. But it's a really cool set. It comes with a full script of the movie, and it comes with art cards as well. And then it comes with the normal Blu-ray, or the normal 4K release, sorry. So yeah, Passengers I've never seen. I've had a digital copy for a couple of years now on Google, which is a 4K HDR code. I just haven't watched it yet, but now that I own this really nice set, I'm definitely going to be giving that film a watch. Next up, this is possibly my release of the year. We have the Apocalypse Now Final Cut box set, the collector's edition. This is like the must-have release of the year in my opinion. I just think they did a magnificent job with this release. You got the brand new artwork for it as well, and it's a big chunky old set as well. It comes with 6 discs. I'm sure everyone's seen this or has it at least. But the reason to get this rather than the standard 4K is this has all 3 cuts on 4K, all 3 cuts on Blu-ray, and it has special features and the documentary. I'm pretty sure if you buy the regular 4K edition, you only get the final cut on 4K and Blu-ray, and that's it. And then you get the special feature disc. So it's definitely worth picking up this for a little bit extra money. I'm not sure if this is out of print. The reason I got this so soon was because someone had said on Instagram that this was going in and out of stock. And when I researched it, a lot of places were actually sold out. So my HMV had 1 copy left, so I was really grateful to get this. And yeah, it looks magnificent on 4K as well. So more realistic, the colors are way more accurate. Especially, the biggest difference I saw was the opening scene with the forest or the jungle and the napalm. That was one of the, straight away, that is when I noticed the colors were way more accurate. So definitely a worthy release to pick up. And then a couple Blu-ray sets that I got. I picked this one up in HMV on on Black Friday. HMV had 20% off all Blu-rays, and of course with my 30% discount I ended up getting 44% off this. So I think in total I paid about £30 for this, which is a magnificent price for this set. It's an Indicator box set. Indicator is an amazing company who release classic movies on Blu-ray. So yeah, very, very nice. It's number 51 to 53. It's limited to 6,000. I got number 2,922. And this comes with Mysterious Island, Jason and the Argonauts, and First Men on the Moon, or First Men in the Moon. And it comes with a big booklet as well. So yeah, this set is now out of print. If you go on the Indicator website, it's out of print. I believe Amazon's sold out now. I believe HMV, you can still pick it up. I think they still have it available. But yeah, it's an amazing set. Now I do already own Jason from the premium collection that HMV put out. But this has a brand new, I think it's a 4K restoration. Yeah, 4K restoration from the film. So it's a better transfer. And then you get a 2K restoration for the other two films. I've seen Jason quite a few times. I've only ever seen parts of Mysterious Island, and I've never seen First Men in the Moon. So I'm really looking forward to cracking open this and giving them a watch. So yeah, my second Indicator box set. The only Christmas present I got film related was the Masters of Cinema release for High Noon. Big Western fan, definitely wanted to grab this one. Kind of a basic box set, there's not an awful lot to this set. You basically just pick up the regular release, and then you get a booklet, and you get this hardback like slip box. But yeah, it's got a new 4K digital restoration of the film. And yeah, you get a bunch of special features, of course, with Masters of Cinema. The book is 100 pages as well. And I noticed this is starting to get a little bit harder to find now as well. I know Amazon was sold out for a while. I think they got it back in stock. But I think Zavvi and places like that are sold out now. I know obviously now they've got the regular release on pre-order. But I really wanted to get this nice, classy set. So really looking forward to watching this. I've not seen this since DVD. So that must have been about 5 or 6 years ago. So it's been a long time since I've seen this. So I'm looking forward to giving this one another watch. But yeah, great movie. Grace Kelly and Gary Cooper. You can't go wrong with High Noon. I hope I'm going at a good pace here. Then I picked up the RoboCop box set, the limited edition. This I got for a hell of a good deal. I picked this up on Black Friday when we had the 20% off Blu-rays and then my discount. So I ended up getting this for £14, which was a fantastic deal. And I did go for the limited edition purely because I love the artwork, and I have the Thing limited edition. And the box sets tend to come with a lot more extras in them. Like this one comes with a poster, it comes with art cards, a booklet, and then reversible sleeve artwork on the regular discs. So you get a lot more in this for the same price as the Steelbook. So I typically pick up the box set editions. But yeah, very nice release. I'm sure a lot of people have this or have seen it at least. I do have the J card here as well, if you want to take a look. But yeah, it's a 4K restoration. I did watch this and it looked fantastic on Blu-ray. I had the original Blu-ray release from like 2008, which was an awful transfer and there was no special features. And that was only the theatrical cut. Whereas this has the director's cut and the theatrical cut as well separately. So yeah, it was an amazing transfer. I watched it the other day there, and it looks fantastic. So yeah, really glad to have that set in the collection. All right, we'll start off with the Steelbooks next. I've got quite a few Steelbooks here, mostly superhero ones. I didn't mean for that to happen, but hey. So the most recent one I got was the Doctor Strange Steelbook from Zavvi. Big fan of this movie. And I actually did not own this on Blu-ray or DVD. It was one of those I just never ended up buying. I just kind of kept borrowing it from my uncle. But yeah, I saw it in 3D a couple times that I borrowed from him. But yeah, so I held off on getting the Blu-ray because I knew the 4K would come out soon. So I did hold off, and thankfully I did, because we got this beautiful Steelbook. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm glad I held off. And apparently this is one of the better looking Marvel films for 4K. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this with the HDR. It should look pretty nice. And a very nice Steelbook. I never picked up the old Marvel films on Steelbook, like the Captain Americas. I just wasn't a fan of the artworks. I didn't like the cream border that they had. But this one I thought looked fantastic, so I plan on getting this one, and then I plan on getting the Guardians of the Galaxy Steelbook when that's announced. So yeah, I'm not getting them all on Steelbook, but I'll get the ones that I like on Steelbook. So yeah, Doctor Strange. Very nice release. This is beautiful. I picked up the Wonder Woman Steelbook. Now this is a gorgeous release. First of all, the cover is very, very nice on the slipcase. You've got some embossing on the logo, and it's such a very nice image. On the back, it's just your standard. So a very nice front, and then when you take off the slip cover, you get this gorgeous Steelbook. I think this is absolutely fantastic looking. Very, very nice, nice deep colors. And then on the back, you've got even more. That just looks fantastic. So yeah, I've yet to open this one. I've yet to watch it yet on 4K. This is my second Steelbook. I have the, I think it was a HMV Steelbook that came out for the initial release. So now I've got two Steelbook releases, but just such a beautiful Steelbook. I definitely had to grab it. I did not pick up the regular 4K when that came out a couple years ago. So I'm glad I held off, because then I got this really nice Steelbook release. So yeah, it's definitely worth a pickup if you've not picked it up yet. Next up, I picked up, again from Savvy, I picked up Watchmen, the Ultimate Cut. I'm a big fan of the Ultimate Cut of this film, and I'm a big fan of the film in general. So I had to grab this really nice release. And yeah, it's the first time the UK have ever had the Ultimate Cut, so I was super excited. I always wanted to pick up the American release, but it was always super expensive. It'd be close to £30. And I thought just for a regular release, it wasn't that good. So again, I'm glad I held off, because I got this really nice set. And I will show you this one, because it's really nice. It comes with a bonus disc included in this CD type case, which I just dropped. And then you get a very nice Steelbook. Very, very nice. It's not matte, it's a glossy kind of finish. It's very, very nice. And then on the inside, you get the 4K disc, the Blu-ray disc, and then you get some really nice art cards. And what I liked about these is on the back, they're not just blank, they actually have information about the characters. And then you even get a little sticker. So yeah, really cool. To me, that's made up worthwhile paying £30 for this, because you get art cards, which are actually pretty good quality. You get a really nice Steelbook. You get 3 discs, and you get a nice slipcover. So to me, it's worthwhile picking up. And the transfer is very good on Watchmen. I did watch the Ultimate Cut pretty much as soon as I got it, and it looked amazing, and I loved watching the film again. Then I picked up the Spider-Man Far From Home Steelbook. This one was a Zavvi, I believe. I know HMV had one, but it was only Blu-ray, and I wasn't a fan of the artwork. But yeah, I picked this one up. Really enjoyed this film. I thought it was so much fun, and it looked really good on 4K as well. I've yet to watch any of the extras. I know there's a bonus disc in here, but yeah, I've yet to watch any of the extras. But yeah, really nice Steelbook and a great looking film as well. Then we've got some non-superhero items. We have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is a really nice Steelbook. The kind of signs glow in the light. And then you got the dog on the back, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this one. I was a bit disappointed with this film. I didn't love it. I honestly thought it would be my film of the year, but it certainly wasn't. I just felt like the story didn't really go anywhere. I thought Margot Robbie was kind of wasted in this film. So there's a couple of things I didn't like, but it was still a good film. It's still a good Tarantino, but it's definitely not in my top 5 Tarantino films. But it was still a good film. I enjoyed watching it. I'll have to give it another watch. A lot of my friends said that it's better after a second watch, so yeah, I'll be sure to do that. And then I picked up, this must have been from October. I've had this for months now. It is the Preacher Steelbook. HMV had this for $4.99, and I ended up selling the code on eBay for $2.50, so I ended up only paying £2.50 for this. It's got some really nice artwork if the J card comes off. Look at that. That's amazing looking. I've still not watched it. I've not seen Preacher before, but I've heard it's great, so I look forward to watching that. I'm currently catching up on Orange is the New Black on Netflix. Alright, so we'll go into the 4Ks. I have 2 massive stacks to get through, so we'll do it kind of quickly, I suppose. So you're not here all day. So we have 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. I picked this up on Zoom Day. They had a 3 for $30 deal, so I picked this one up. And by the way, I took these up, the 4Ks, off the shelf, so they are in alphabetical order. So I'll show you the other 2 that I picked up in the 3 for $30 with this. But I thought for £10, that's a great deal. It's one of my favourite films of the last 10 years, especially in terms of action. I just bloody love this film. It's fantastic. My favourite Michael Bay film for sure. And yeah, it comes with a 4K, comes with a Blu-ray, and it does come with a special feature disc. So if you have the Blu-ray already, that's the 2-disc edition, you do not lose out because it does get included with the 4K. And it looks fantastic on 4K. It looked really, really impressive. Next up, I picked up Alita Battle Angel. I picked this up in the 2 for $30. Very good film. I actually had not seen it before buying it. I bought it, came home, watched it, had a really good time with it. Loved the story, I loved the originality. I did not know it was based on an anime. I had no idea. But yeah, I look forward to watching the original anime movie because it looks pretty good. But yeah, I really enjoyed Alita. I thought it was a great film. Christoph Waltz did a great job in this film. And I really like the slipcover. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, Alita, fantastic film. Looked really good on 4K. Definitely worth a pickup. I would imagine the 3D looked pretty good. Okay, next up we have The Amazing Spider-Man. This might be my favorite Spider-Man film. I really, really like this first Garfield Spider-Man film. So this was $6.99, so of course I paid about £4 or £5 again for this. So I thought it's definitely the time to upgrade. I will pick up number 2 eventually, just when I see it really cheap. But I really, really liked the first Garfield Spider-Man. I really liked this a lot. Saw it in cinemas, bought it on Blu-ray. So yeah, I cannot wait to check this out. I watched a review once I knew that it was going on sale, and they said it was pretty crispy, so yeah, I had to pick it up. And it has a nice slipcover as well, so that's awesome. So yeah, Amazing Spider-Man, great deal on that one. Then I picked up Angel Has Fallen with the slipcover. I'm a big fan of this franchise. I really like this franchise. I think they're actually pretty good films. Yeah, they're dumb action films, but they're actually very well made. Decent story, great action sequences. So yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this one. Nice slipcover as well. And of course it's a Lionsgate release, so you know you're going to get a top-notch 4K transfer. It looked fantastic. So yeah, Angel Has Fallen, really enjoyed that film. Next up, I finally picked up my favorite Marvel film. I picked up The Winter Soldier. Yeah, I really like the slipcovers, mainly because you get 2 artwork variations. You get the slipcover artwork, which is a kind of basic, I do admit it's a bit basic, but I like the colour scheme. And then underneath you do get the poster art. So you do kind of get 2 covers for the price of 1. So that's pretty cool. I've not watched it on 4K yet. As you can see, it's still sealed, but yeah, I cannot wait to check this one out in 4K. By far my favorite Marvel film still to this day. And yeah, this was in the 2 for $30. I picked this up along with Alita. So with my discount, I got them both for, I think, 23 pounds together. So that's a pretty damn good deal. I do plan on picking up the other Captain films just whenever I get a chance, really. Then I picked up my favorite crime movie of all time, my favorite gangster film of all time, my favorite Scorsese film of all time. We have Casino. Now, I am hoping to pick up the Everything is Blue edition. They are meant to be doing a restock soon, because I'm dying to get that edition and I don't want to pay eBay prices. But yeah, so for the meantime, I picked up the regular edition. This was another one that I got in the 3 for $30 deal with 13 hours. So yeah, I've not watched it in 4K, but I'm dying to watch it. I might even do a review for it just because I love it so much. But yeah, I had to pick up Casino. I've yet to pick up Goodfellas. I heard it wasn't a great transfer, but I'm sure I'll pick it up at some point. Next up we have Chappie. This was another one from HMV. I've never seen Chappie. I've seen the other two films, District 9 and Elysium, but I've never watched Chappie, and I've heard it's an amazing film. So yeah, I had to pick this one up, and again for like £4 or £5, that was a bargain. I've heard this is like reference quality 4K as well. I've heard it's absolutely stunning, so I look forward to watching this one. Good cast as well. Sigourney Weaver's in there as well. So yeah, Chappie, really looking forward to that. I guess I'll show you these together since it makes up a series of films. We have Angels and Demons, Inferno, and Da Vinci Code. So yeah, I picked up the whole trilogy. These were all $6.99 each. So again, like £4 or £5 each. Couldn't go wrong. The box set for some reason was still £50. And they're really nice sets because they all come with slipcovers and they match on the shelf as well with the artwork. So yeah, very nice releases. And the Da Vinci Code is 3 discs. I'm not sure if they're all 3 discs. I think they might be. That's a 2-disc set. And Angels and Demons, I think, is 2 discs. Yeah, so it's only the first film that's 3 discs. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like on the shelf. So yeah, it looks really nice on the shelf, all matching. But yeah, I blind bought these. I had never seen these before, but then I did watch Da Vinci Code, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a little bit too long, but other than that, I really enjoyed the film. And the 4K transfer was okay, definitely better than the Blu-ray, but it wasn't a massive upgrade. So I'm glad that I never already owned the Blu-rays. So these were first time purchases. So yeah, there's that. Picked up, again, one of my favorite films of the last 10 years. I picked up Fury. This was the only $14.99 one that I picked up. So I got this for about $10.50, I think, with the slipcover. Yeah, an amazing film. Definitely one of the best war films in the last good while. Of course, this, Hacksaw, 1917, to name a few. But yeah, I love Fury. I think it's great. I love the soundtrack. I love the performances by all the cast. Great story. So yeah, I look forward to watching this in 4K. Of course, it's a Sony release, so I'm expecting quite a good transfer. So yeah, Fury. Love that movie. To end the first stack, we end it with Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Very disappointed. I thought this was such an average film. I was bored in parts. I wanted it to end. Was not a fan of the movie. I am going to give it a second chance whenever I feel in the mood for it. If I still don't like it, I'll probably just sell it. but for me it was just okay. It wasn't amazing. It had a very nice transfer though, very nice looking disc, but I just didn't really care for the film all that much. But yeah, I'll give it a second watch. Alright, so we are moving into the final pile of the 4Ks, and then we'll move into the Blu-rays. There's not many Blu-rays. First one I got from this stack, I got John Wick 3. This was £15, so I got this down to £10.50. And I had a £10 points card, so I ended up paying 50 pence for this. So that's a bargain. But yeah, I love John Wick 3. I think it's great. I think the other two films are great. I've not watched this in 4K yet, but I did rent it when it came out, and it was great. So yeah, I knew this would go down in price kind of quickly, so I'm glad I held off and got it for £10.50. But yeah, really good film. I enjoyed this a lot. I'm expecting the 4K to look pretty phenomenal. I know the first two are really good on 4K. I have those. The reason I didn't get the Steelbook for this was because I have the first two on just slipcover editions, so I wanted to match them on the shelf, which looks very nice. So yeah, there we go. Very, very good. I love her. I can't remember her name, but she was in Orange is the New Black, and she was in the show Billions, which is an amazing show. So she's a really good actress coming up. But yeah, John Wick 3, great movie. Another one of the sale ones from HMV, I picked up King Arthur. I was given this free from Sky. I think they gave me a £10 voucher for some reason, and this had just came out on digital, so I bought it. And they sent me the DVD, which I sold, but I've still never watched it. It's been on my Skybox for literally years now, and I've never watched it. But when I saw the 4K was a tenner, I thought £7 is not a bad deal. So I picked it up. Honestly, mainly for Charlie Hunnam, because I really liked Sons of Anarchy. So yeah, and I really do like the King Arthur story. So yeah, I picked that one up. I look forward to that. Then I upgraded my Legend of Tarzan Blu-ray. I thought this one would be a good one to upgrade, considering, you know, they're in the forests and the jungles, and there's loads of greenery and bright colors, and a lot of detail with all the animals and the trees and stuff. So I thought this would be a worthwhile upgrade. And yeah, again, £7 for this. I could not go wrong with that. And I really enjoy this film. I watch it every couple of years. I think this is a really good film. So yeah, I look forward to watching that in 4K. I tried to complete my DC collection, so I finally picked up Man of Steel. This is my favorite out of the DC Universe movies that they're currently doing. I love Man of Steel. I think it's fantastic. Such an epic film. Great soundtrack. So yeah, I finally picked that one up. Again, £7 for that. Could not go wrong. I definitely had to upgrade it. And it came with a slipcover as well. I'll show you another DC one soon. This was another one from the 3 for 30. So the ones I got was Mortal Engines, Casino, and 13 Hours. I picked up 13 Hours, or Mortal Engines, I mean. This was really good. I heard a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people thought it was okay. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great story. Really liked the performances in it. The main kind of bad guy in this from the Hobbit films was really, really good. And the main actress was really good in the film. And this is a stunning reference quality disc. The whole film was shot in 8K. So it is an amazing looking disc. I highly, highly recommend it. Even if you don't like the film, but you want kind of a demo disc for your setup, this is definitely one to get. It looked phenomenal. I was blown away by the picture. So yeah, really glad that I got that, because that was a great film. I liked it a lot. Another upgrade I picked up was Pineapple Express. I don't know why I upgraded this. I don't know if there's going to be much of a difference or not. But it is a great comedy. It's one that I watch quite often, so I thought I may as well get it in the best format. It is Sony, so I'm expecting it to look good on 4K, I just don't know how big a difference it's going to be. And I'm a bit pissed because I'm pretty sure that the extended cut is not on the 4K. But yeah, for £4, I just thought I'm just going to grab it. And I like that slipcover, it's pretty cool. So there's that. Another one that I'm not sure why I upgraded, but I picked up Sausage Party. I have this on Blu-ray. I have it with quite a nice slipcover. But yeah, I just decided I'm just going to get it. It's animation, so I wanted to see how good it looked on 4K. Again, being a Sony release. But yeah, I like this film. I like the humor. I like all the voice actors. So yeah, it's a mental film, don't get me wrong, but it's a funny movie. So picked that one up. To complete my DC collection, I picked up, or my Universe collection, I picked up Suicide Squad. I like this film, but purely only for the performances and the characters. I love the characters and I love the performances. Storyline, I couldn't really give a toss about. The villain, couldn't give a toss about. The ending, couldn't give a toss about. But I watch it for Harley Quinn, Will Smith, and Jared Leto. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I knew I'd pick this up eventually. I did say if it was £10 or less, I'd get it. So £7 was a good deal. Came with a slipcover. So yeah, picked that one up for my Universe collection. Another DC film that's not in the universe, but it's a classic DC film. Superman the movie, with this gorgeous slipcover. It's really shiny if you get it in the light. It's really nice. Did not own this. I owned the box set years ago, but I sold it because I didn't really like the sequels other than number 2. So I thought there's no point in having it if I don't like the other ones. So I was meant to buy them on Blu-ray, the first 2. Never happened, so I thought, well, I might as well pick up the 4K. This was $9.99, so I got this for £7. So that's a great deal. So yeah, I'm interested. I know a lot of people said this wasn't a great looking transfer, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. So yeah, very, very nice. Next up, I picked up Trainspotting 2. I also picked up the Blu-ray, which you'll see in a minute. But yeah, for £4, I had to upgrade and get this one. Great movie. I enjoy it more than the first film. I know quite a lot of people that say the same thing, but yeah, picked that one up. Pretty good deal. One of my favorite films of the year, I got Toy Story 4. Now this was a good example where the Steelbook looked shite compared to this, because this is really nice and colourful. You got a colourful title, you got the characters on the front, you got some nice background with the grass, and you got the fairground on the background, and you got a nice sunset. The Steelbook was shit. It was literally just a brown background with a couple of the characters on the front. I thought that was a horrendous Steelbook. Whoever picked the artwork for that, I don't know who, but it looked awful in my opinion. So I cancelled it, and I picked up this very nice slipcover edition, all embossed, nice and colourful. Got all the characters on the back. So yeah, I definitely plan on picking up the whole trilogy in 4K as well, to match this one. But yeah, and it looked breathtakingly good on 4K. It looked fantastic. The scene at the start of the film when it's raining and they're underneath the car, the rain looked so natural and realistic. It freaked me out a little bit because it looked so good. So yeah, definitely worth picking up in 4K if you were debating. Next one, I just watched this last night on 4K, and that was War Dogs. And again, not being sarcastic, one of my favorite films of the last 10 years. I love this film. I think the story is fantastic. Performances are great. I just love this film. I think it's fantastic. Miles Teller, Jonah Hill, Bradley Cooper. Just a fantastic movie. If you like Lord of War, you'll really like this film. You'll really like this film. I had it on Blu-ray. I watched the Blu-ray maybe 4 or 5 times. I checked out the 4K last night for the first time. Not much of an upgrade. It looks better. There's more detail. There's more clarity. The colors are better for the most part. There was only really one scene where I thought it was oversaturated, which is when they're in Jordan and they're trying to get a permit from the 2 guys sitting at the table. That was the only scene, and it was only like 10 or 20 seconds. but it kind of looked a bit weird. It looked as if you were putting a Blu-ray in and you turned HDR on and forced it. But other than that, 20 seconds, it looked really good. So it's definitely the best release of the film. But yeah, what an amazing film. I love that film. Then I picked up a film that no one liked, but I did. X-Men Dark Phoenix. I really enjoyed this. I thought watching Jane kick ass for 2 hours was badass. And you all know me, Jessica Chastain is one of my favourite actresses, but I will fully admit she was pretty shit in this film. Did not like her in this film, didn't like the way she looked, I didn't like her acting in this. The character I thought was just shit. Wasn't a fan of her in this film. No. But she made up for it because she did It Chapter 2 and she was really good in that. But yeah, not a great performance by her. But yeah, the film I enjoyed. And it looked hella good on 4K. So yeah, and I'm a massive fan of X-Men, so I'm a bit biased. And the last 4K I am actually currently selling on eBay. Point Break. Yeah, I got it. It was £7. I picked it up just because I hadn't seen the film and I thought it would look good on 4K because of the waves and the hills and stuff. It looked great on 4K. It looked really good on 4K actually. Just didn't care for the storyline. I loved the set pieces they did. You know, the surfing, the snowboarding, things like that. Really, really liked. Just didn't care for the story. So I thought, well, I'm good enough with just a digital copy. I don't need to own it. So yeah, I'm selling this on eBay currently. But yeah, it looked great on 4K. So if you like the film, go buy it. It's great. All right, so we're on to the final stack. We're getting there. I thought we'd be at 50 minutes by now, but we're not, so that's good. I've got a small stack of Blu-rays here. First one, I picked up Martin Scorsese's Silence, one of the few films I've not seen from him. I heard this is a passion project, so I'm expecting it to be pretty good. Andrew Garfield's in it, Adam Driver's in it, Liam Neeson's in it. Great cast. And yeah, $2.99 for a Scorsese film on Blu-ray. That's pretty damn good. So yeah, I got this for like $1.50 or something after discount. But yeah, really looking forward to that one. I showed this in my last update, but it did not have the booklet in it. And when I was working in HMV on one of my shifts, I was repricing it and I noticed it had a booklet in it. So I bought it. And that is Lords of Chaos. My third favourite movie of the year. I fucking love this film. If you've not watched this, please go and watch it. It is fantastic. You don't need to like metal music to like it, honestly. You really don't. Great movie, great story. Kind of terrifying that it's a true story. It really is quite weird. But it's such a great movie. It really is. And this Arrow release is amazing. It looks fantastic on Blu-ray. And there's some really good special features. Now, if you're after the booklet, you might actually struggle to find it because I'm pretty sure the first pressing was very limited. So it's very hard to pick up with the booklet. But yeah, just have a look around on eBay, or if you have stores near you, go to the stores and try and get one with a booklet. Then I picked up The Death of Stalin. This one wasn't on sale, but since it was 40% off or 44% off, I got this for like £5 or £4 odd. Just a brilliant film actually. I really liked this film. I thought it was great. I watched it on Amazon one late night and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, glad to own that finally on Blu-ray. I did the 2 for $15. So with 44% off, it came to like £8. So it was like £4 each. So I picked up Waterworld from Arrow with the slipcover. Never seen this film, but I hear it's good. It's got the director's cut and the theatrical cut. So I look forward to giving this one a watch for the first time. So yeah, really nice cover as well. I like that a lot. We'll get to the other 2 for $15 I did in a minute. Picked up Concussion. I'm a big NFL fan, so I really like this film, so I decided to pick it up. Again, under £2, could not complain. Yeah, really good film. Then I blind buyed and I bought the Underworld quadrilogy. Never seen these films, but I got it for like £3 or £4, so I couldn't complain. It comes with all the movies in skinny cases, which is good for the shelf. And yeah, I've never watched these, but I remember when the third one came out, years and years and years ago, I remember seeing the cover and thinking, I really want to watch that. That looks good. So yeah, if I don't like them, I'll sell the set. If I only like the first one, I'll sell the set and pick up the first one on its own. But yeah, I thought I'd finally check out these films. And that's such a cool cover. All the wolves. So yeah, that was a great price. Then I picked up Fighting With My Family. I got this for like £4 after discount as well. Really good film. I don't like wrestling. I used to watch it growing up when I was about 12 or 13. Well, when I was about 9 years old till I was about 13. And then a couple years later, I discovered boxing and I discovered UFC. So I'm a massive fan of UFC now, like a diehard fan. And I'm a big fan of boxing as well. So I only really watch WrestleMania and that's it. But I wanted to watch this film because I heard it was good. I knew the film was about Paige, who I did see in wrestling. And it was such a good film. I absolutely loved it. Great humor, great story. Performances were really good. Vince Vaughn was great. You've got Lena Headey as well, who was great. Nick Frost was pretty funny as well. I love this film. And it's the girl from Midsummer. Yeah, Florence Pugh, if that's how you say it. So yeah, great movie. Then I picked up Last of the Mohicans from Arrow. Pretty poor because it's literally just the film. There's no special features on this, but it is the director's cut, I believe. I have to check on that. But yeah, an amazing film. One of my favorite kind of time period films. If you haven't seen this, you definitely have to check it out. It is a superb film. So picked that one up. Picked up Trainspotting 2. So what happened with this was this went on offer, I think in September or October time. So I picked it up for $2.99, and then during the Boxing Day sales, the 4K went down to $6.99. So I will be selling this because I don't need it. It's got a slipcover. If anyone wants it, just leave me a comment or contact me on my Instagram page, and we can sort something out for that. And then the other 2 for $15 item that I got was Bad Day at Black Rock, directed by John Sturges. One of the few films from him I've not seen. He is one of my favourite directors who did 2 of my favourite films of all time, Great Escape and The Magnificent Seven. So I look forward to watching this one. And it's a nice edition. And I've got one DVD, which you can see, The Sisters Brothers. Joaquin Phoenix, Jake Gyllenhaal, John C. Reilly. I've heard this is a great Western from last year, so I really look forward to watching this one. Unfortunately, no Blu-ray release. I did notice it's just been added to Sky though, so that's a bit annoying. But yeah, so I look forward to watching that one. So guys, that is it. That is absolutely everything I've bought in the last few months. It's been a long time since I've done an update. Yeah, so I'm sorry that you had to wait so long. I've got some really cool videos lined up coming out in the next couple of weeks, which should be good. I might do an updated collection video on Blu-ray and 4K. I typically do one at either the end of the year or the start of the year is when I typically do one. So guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like rating, much appreciated. Leave a comment down below, any of these films. I know there's a lot to talk about, but if there's any films you want to talk about with me in the comments, feel free to, and we'll start a conversation. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell next to it so you know when I next upload. Really appreciate that. We did hit over 800 subscribers over Christmas and New Year, so a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed. And who's stayed loyal to me for the last 6 years. All my social media links are down in the description, my Twitter, my Instagram especially, and my Letterboxd account. So until next time guys, I should see you in the very short future, hopefully next week with another video. So until then, stay awesome, take it easy, peace.